So hi guys, my phone died when I tried to do the first episode of I'm Sorry Sunday, so I deleted that one. I'm going to start over. Hopefully my phone doesn't what do you call it? Die. Yeah, I'm going to start a new thing called I'm Sorry Sundays. I talk about things I'm sorry for, and it's episode number 1, and it's Sunday. So how you guys doing? First of all, to Sir John, cool. I'm not sorry that you. I'm not. I'm not sorry that I was hurt by what you said, or that it wasn't a nice thing to say. But I'm sorry I threatened to block you. That was taking it a little too far. So I'm sorry. And the fact that that's what started me on. I'm Sorry Sundays was saying sorry to Sir John Cool, made me think of doing this. So you can thank him for that. I'm sorry to Bo, my girl singer for my band. I sounded like I just wanted probably to hang out with her too soon or something, and I want to practice a song, and I should have realized that we're going to do that as a band, and that includes our other member, and other, that includes the whole band. So I didn't mean to push things. Sorry, Bo. And then to the other person in the band, his name is Noah. Sorry, I haven't mentioned you by name on my channel, but I am now. But I hope you like my name for the band, Rick, R-I-K-K. But you're Noah, so I didn't mean not mention you all this time. I'm not perfect, my mind slips things and all that. And but this is my chance to say sorry on I'm Sorry Sundays. This episode number 1. What else am I sorry for? I'm sorry to the moderator sometimes when I get upset with him, and it turns out I almost always end up saying sorry, and I'm sorry that I deleted Kissing Death because it sounded too much like the moderator, not enough like me at the time, and it had like 700 something views, and I deleted it. No, not Kissing Death, Crash and Burn. I would never delete Kissing Death. I deleted Crash and Burn because at the time it sounded like a synth song. And I thought, it's not even my original song. I'm not even in it. It's just moderator and his stuff. So I deleted it. I ended up putting it back on, and it's got more views now, but I'm sorry I deleted that, and then just to put it back on, it has to start from 0 with the views again. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. At the party yesterday, I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody I wanted to. I wanted to talk to everybody. I wanted to be there. I wanted to stay longer, but I'm sorry I had to go. And I'm sorry I just didn't have time to talk to everybody like I wanted to. I wanted to hang out longer, and I wish I had more time, and I wanted to get to know each and every one of you, and I just didn't have the time. So I apologize. So what else am I sorry for? This is a brand new idea. Okay, you guys like this? Then show me you do by commenting or watching it. What else? I'm sorry that my dad never got to see my YouTube channel. He died before I ever did YouTube, ever. So I'm sorry he couldn't see what I'm doing right now, at least in its human form. So sorry about that. What else am I sorry for right now? Let's see. Sorry. So let me go another one or two. Just think of another one. If that's all I have, it's all I have. I'm just thinking. Oh, wait, let me think. Part of me is slightly sorry that part of me still regrets that maybe I should have finished Harvey College. Part of me is sorry for that, but at the same time, another part of me is sorry that I went at all. I'm sorry I even bothered. At the same time, I'm sorry I didn't graduate. So really, I think the best thing happened. I didn't want to start and I didn't want to finish it. I didn't want to graduate and I didn't really want to be there. I just wanted to get out of it, which I did. But part of me still thinks, oh, I should have graduated. Another part of me says, oh, I should not have gone. So both extremes of the same issue, and I'm sorry for both sides of it. I'm sorry that we're born to die, you know, that we all have to die. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what caused that in reality, but we're all victim of it eventually, and I'm sorry for our mortalness, you know. It's one reason we have to spend the time we have wisely, because we don't have infinite time to spend. You know, it makes time worth something. If we lived forever, you wouldn't care. You could do anything you wanted to anybody, anytime. That's kind of God's problem. He doesn't have to be a good or loving or love. He can do whatever he wants because he's God. And I don't trust the sucker if he even exists. But that's not the subject right now. What am I sorry? Sorry. Let me think. Oh, Dal, when you were here, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I'm sorry that she wasn't getting out of bed and she wanted me to stand over her just to give her time, and I didn't want to stand there and do nothing to give her time. And because if I'm just standing there, I'm not helping anything. I'm just encouraging her to stay there. So, but part of me sorry I don't know what I could have done, but part of me sorry that dynamic happened where I'm not just going to stand there. It's not my thing. And yet that's the only place that meant doing other things, and I wasn't giving her full time like I usually did. I'm partly sorry for that, but on the other hand, there's nothing else I really could have done. And I'm not a trained healthcare professional either, so there's that. What else am I sorry for? Thinking. What else am I sorry for? Again, I'm going to I iterated this before. I'm sorry, Leonardo Zuniga, my friend in Harvard College, when I told him I didn't know the answer to a certain problem. We were both in the engineering hallway, and I knew if I told him my answer, it would show what my new theories were, and he would tell all his friends about it, and it would take away my advantage by having thought of those things. It would have taken away my advantage over the other students by knowing something they didn't know. And I lied to him, told him I didn't know how to do the problem, and really I did. But I had to lie in a way because I didn't want him to know my theories and spread them all over the campus. But yet at the same time, I did lie, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, Olivia, peace, love, and all.